The biggest misconception is that you got to clean yourself up first before God can work on you. And that's a lie of the enemy. You need to get it, however you are, whatever you've done wrong in your life, you don't need to get that stuff fixed first. You need to get in church and allow God to change you from the inside out. You know what inspired me to write He's Not Done With Me Yet? I wanted to tell my story of a lost young man from 18 years ago and all the bad choices I would make and all the danger I would put myself into and my family because of money. And God changed my life, and I wanted people to know that God's not done with you yet. There was a moment that I felt so much fear and chaos because I thought I was going to lose my life. And I wasn't saved. I didn't have a relationship with Jesus Christ. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. And I remember sitting in the car with these people, and I remember praying to a God that I didn't know. And I asked God to help me. And he gave me the words that I believe are the very reason why I'm still alive today. God allowed me to go to prison. Prison actually played a great role in me turning to Christ. I don't think I probably would have turned to Christ if it was not going through that process of looking at a calendar every day and marking off the days and having that time to open the Bible and read and study and spend time with God. It was so intimate, and I really think it was of value to who I am today. I was embedded into drug trafficking and all those things, and I never want to glorify that, but what I want to do is glorify God because of the change that God made in me. All the desires that I used to want went away when I got saved, and God began to shape me into the man that I am today. If God can forgive me of all the mess and all the things I've done wrong and all the people I hurt, God can forgive you. As a pastor, husband, father, I can say that even prison life, prison time, all those things definitely shaped me into the man that I am today. I am very protective of my children. I love my family. It feels good to be free, to be able to share my story with other people, to use that to help people to stay away from making bad choices and bad mistakes and finding the Lord and finding the freedom that they desire. I was blessed enough to do a ministry called Bridge the Gap with the police department in our church, and we were able to go into the worst neighborhood in Tampa, and I was able to share my story. We had 34 people give their lives to the Lord that day. If you feel like you've messed up too much for God to use you, I am here to tell you that that's not true. That's a lie of the enemy. God wants to use you and use you for his glory. You know, it doesn't matter who you are, how far you've fallen, God's love is sufficient. I believe that if you have doubts that God is real, you're going to know that God is real. As you read my book, you're going to see God showing his fingerprint in every single thing, in every part of my life. And you're going to start seeing God's fingerprint in every part of your life as well. One of the things I want you to take away from this book, and I want it to stick with you forever because the enemy always comes in. Remember this: God is not done with you yet.